Hi, my name is Paul and I like to go places. In today's video, I'm going to camp on the top of a mountain, I think. Yep. So this is a mountain I've covered in a previous video. I'm on the top of Mount Thynne, I think it's called. You've got radio towers there and it's a pretty rough ride coming in here, but yeah, like this would be my view. So my only concern is that it might be a little too windy up at this spot. So if that ends up being the case, I think what I'll do is head a little further down. There's a little more tree cover further down the road there. So yeah, otherwise, I think this would be a really nice place to set up camp tonight. So yeah. Okay, so before I commit to staying at that one spot, what I'm gonna do is do a bit of exploring because it's not even noon yet. And I'm just gonna crawl my way back out of here. Boy. Yeah, so here's the towers that I've covered in a previous video. But yeah, I'm just going to get back onto the road to get up here and do a bit of exploring. The main Brookmere forestry road had a lot of heavy traffic when I was coming up, so I don't want to go back on there just yet. But there's other little places that I might try to explore up on this mountain. So yeah, I'm just gonna I don't know, drive around for a little bit and see if we can find anything neat aside from these weird looking things. Yeah, so I'm just on my way down from the peak up there, and this would be kind of like a secondary camping location. You know, you've got this pond here, and it still actually is a little bit windy here, but I mean, maybe with the surrounding trees it wouldn't be as bad as right at the very top. So yeah, this is also a spot that I can come to, I guess, if it ends up being too windy at the very top. So one thing I want to check out is apparently there's a second route to get to the top of the mountain. I've just been crawling my way down here, and I was looking at, I'll do a satellite overlay of what I'm talking about. It looks like if you follow it long enough, it'll take you to other logging roads, which will eventually connect you with the Coquihalla Highway toward Hope. So yeah, if you just like keep following this like all the way down, yeah, it'll eventually connect you with roads that I think would get you right to the highway. So yeah, I'm not gonna actually bother doing that. This is a bit of a rougher trail, and it's time consuming. So yeah, I just wanted to see what was up here. So yeah, I'm gonna turn around, head back, and go back to the other logging roads toward Brookmere and see if there's anything interesting to find. So right now I believe I'm on a snowmobile track. This is a different way from the trail I took to get up to the top of that mountain. I've been on this before, but it was over a year ago. I can't remember where this actually connects up with, so I'm just trying to avoid the main forestry road, because there is a lot of heavy truck traffic on there right now, because I've got my radio tuned into the frequency so I can listen to where they are. That's definitely something that you should be using if you are up on active roads like this. Well, not this obviously, but the main forestry road that I took to get in here. So yeah, it seems like it's actually really busy today. So definitely have a radio so you can listen in. And oh, looks like it gets really steep here. Just gotta crawl up a little bit. there's a lake and a wreck site that I eventually want to check out that's in this area. The last time I was up here, the last few times I've been up here, there's been people there. But it's kind of off season right now, so I don't imagine there'd be a lot of people there now, but I don't know. And yeah, I'm just gonna keep following this random trail and see what else I can find. Shut up, radio. Okay, so I think I found a way I can get close to that wreck site that I was just mentioning and avoid a lot of the other busy traffic areas. So off of that trail I was just taking, I'm looking at the satellite view and I found this other path that will eventually connect me back to the main Brookmere, back to the main Brookmere forestry road, and then it's at a spot that's close to where that wreck site is. So I'm gonna see if I can just quickly hop over there to show you that without running into too many large trucks. So yeah, let's do it. All right, so the Brookmere Forestry Service Road is just up there, and then you've got a turn that comes in here. And this is the wreck site for, I think it's Andy's Lake. I'll put a satellite image of where I am right now. I don't know how many spots are actually here. So like I've got my Jeep parked in, you know, this one kind of flat-ish area, and there's a fire pit here. I suppose you could fit, you know, more people in here a little bit. Not really, but that seems to be it. So yeah, I don't know. But it's on this lake. Let's take a look. It's pretty nice here, actually. I'm I'm somewhat tempted to just camp here. 'Cause I mean, this is really nice scenery. But yeah, I don't know. If I thought I was going to stay here, I probably would have brought my inflatable kayak, so then I could actually go out in the water. But yeah, did not do that. It's reasonably quiet here. Not much wind. I don't know if those heavy trucks are coming up this part of the logging road, or if they're on a different turn, because I didn't pass any as I was making my way from the snowmobile trail to the wreck site. So yeah, it's still early afternoon though, so if someone was coming out here to camp here, they might be arriving like the evening or something. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'll probably head back up to the top of the mountain when I'm done exploring around here, even though this is a nice spot, but not a whole lot of room. So if someone else shows up, that'd be a little awkward, I guess. Yeah. So I'm trying a shortcut back to that snowmobile trail that heads back up the mountain. This is just a very old logging spur road, I think. But then on the satellite view, it shows at the end of the spur, there might be a passable way up to the road I need to be on. And it would come out right by the snowmobile cabin that the local club operates. So I'm gonna see if I can actually make it. Looking at the condition of this road, I'm thinking this might be a waste of time, but what the hell? What else am I gonna do? I drive a Jeep and I want to off-road it, so yeah. Well, this is kind of where I would need to go, and it just goes straight up in the bushes. Plus there's this huge dip here, which, you know, I'm sure the Jeep would be able to make it up, but right after this point here, it just, yeah, it all turns to nothing. The forest, pretty much. So, yeah, I think the reason I see it on the satellite view is when this place is covered in snow. I'm sure the snowmobiles can make it through here, but yeah, this is probably not happening for me. So unfortunately I have to go backtrack, and my next stop is going to be the top of the mountain to set up camp. So let's go. Alright, so as you can see, I started to get camp ready. It is actually pretty windy here, but I mean, the awning seems to be okay. The tent didn't seem bad. But yeah, unfortunately, I won't be camping here tonight. So at this point, I'm not even sure what the point of continuing to film is, but I'm probably just going to upload this anyway, just as a failed attempt. So this may have been like an oversight on my part, or the lack of use that my tent has gotten this year, because I actually haven't done any camping this year at all. I've just been too busy. But yeah, unfortunately, something that I thought might happen, but I didn't think it would happen so soon. I got a serious problem with the tent, and that is mold. Yeah. So basically, as soon as I popped the tent up, I could just kind of smell that this was not going to be a good day for me. And yeah, there's kind of like mold in various places here. And yeah, when I look closer, I do see that there is moisture that has been in here for who knows how long. And I got to the point where these poles actually corroded. So yeah, there's just moisture locked in the tent. And like, I don't think it was raining the last time I used it. I think maybe moisture just kind of snuck in through the seals on the tent. And unfortunately, I do not want to sleep in this with this amount of mold. There's little bits that I can see on the screen here. Yeah. Like, yeah, the cover on the mattress for sure is just nope. And the blanket here, I mean, I can't really see it, but I'm sure it's not good. So on the walls of the tent, I can see some over there. This side, I don't think, well, maybe a little bit. So yeah, I am pretty much screwed. Yeah, I'm going to maybe hang out here for a little bit, let this air out a little bit more. Let's see if I can get this to dry off, and then I'm probably just going to spend the rest of the day off-roading a little bit, and then drive home late tonight. So yeah, I really should have opened this before I left for my trip, just to check. Oh well. Yep. So it's getting pretty windy here, and yeah, it's actually a bit chilly too. So probably would have been a very cold night anyway, but I figured before I finish packing up and leaving, I might as well look into a bit of historical information about this particular spot that I chose to camp at. Because I was looking at, you know, like this down here, and there's more like cables that would have like a tie down or something, whatever. I think right here, somewhere here, used to be a fire lookout, and I think a forest fire burned it down at some point. Because I found reference to a fire lookout for this mountain, and there isn't one. So, but yeah, I also saw something mentioned about a fire here, and I mean, seeing these old cables that would have been, I guess, used to help secure a building. I think that's what was up here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to search some stuff up when I get home, and yeah, I'll add it to this video, I guess. So I did manage to find a couple pictures of that fire tower that used to be up there, and as I look at it, I don't think it was exactly in the spot where I was, because closer to the current radio towers, I think there is remains of a concrete foundation, which I think is where the fire tower used to be. So those cables that I saw when I was up there, that might have been for maybe the previous radio antennas, and then the fire came and burned everything down. Or maybe it was another small building or something. But yeah, that concrete foundation, I did notice that in a slightly different spot. So that's probably where the fire tower used to be. And I think the fire that took it out was, I don't know the exact date, but I think it was somewhere maybe between like 2010 and 2014. Yeah, I don't know, something like that. So, yeah. Anyway, back to the video. Alright, so I've made it back to the start of the adventure, which is the community of Brookmere. This is where the forestry road starts. Yeah, I'm just going to head back to Kelowna, I think. I'm super tired. I was going to have a early night camping, but that obviously is not happening, so yeah, I'm just going to haul ass back to town. The only thing I could think of that I probably did to cause the mold in the tent is I had that blanket in there, and there was also an extra memory foam topper that's in there. And the combination of those two things probably made the lid not be able to get a good enough seal around the tent. So through like rain and stuff like that, eventually moisture was able to sneak in there, I think. Because I don't think I'd ever actually used the tent when it was raining. And on the times when I did use it and I got back into town, I think I aired it out for like condensation and stuff. But yeah, I think I'm basically to blame for the mold issue. So I'm going to figure out how to deal with that, and maybe we'll be able to do some camping still this year, maybe the winter camping. It depends how I'm able to get rid of that mold, because I'm not going to be sleeping in a mold infested tent. So yeah, anyway, if you actually watched this video, thank you so much. I promise we'll do better next time. See ya. Okay, I don't know what I've been smoking, but I totally forgot, like, this trail. So